St. Joseph's College prepare to take on Thurstan College as the depleted visitors will be keen to get off the mark in this Dialog Schools Rugby League. St. Joseph's host Thurstan College here at CRNFC as the heavens have opened up and this is surely going to be a wet and muddy affair. I have Damit Veerasinghe alongside me in the commentary box. Damit, in 5 minutes the weather drastically changed here at CRNFC, didn't it?
Yes, Mario, a very good afternoon to all of you. It's going to be a muddy day for sure here at CRNFC grounds, the home of rugby they call it, and today all around Sri Lanka we'll see a lot of rain, and these young rugby players from St. Joseph's and Thurstan College will have a field day. And this is the timeline of the Dialog Schools Rugby League. We are in week 2. There's 3 more weeks after this in the first round, and then there'll be another 4 more weeks. So all to play for, and the Dialog Schools Rugby League is up and running with over 90 schools participating. And in Division 1 Segment A, we will have 18 schools in the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Over 2,000 rugby players will take part in these Dialog Schools Rugby League in over 6 segments.
An enormous number of players and youngsters and teams will be vying for glory as they take on each other in this Dialog Schools Rugby League. Not only in one division but in a couple of divisions. Past winners, of course, Royal College dominating handsomely, 23 victories, while Trinity are in with 17. Isipatana and Peters tied on 16 with St. Thomas's in 12. And the rest, Zaira, Kingswood, St. Anthony's and Dharmaraja in single figures, all 4-3-2-1. Last week's fixtures, we had plenty of action in week 1 of the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Trinity College kicked off the weekend as they got a good win against Sri Sumangala, while DS, Royal, Zahira, Wesley, St. Peter's, Vidyartha and St. Joseph's, of course, was a tie. St. Thomas's and Isipatana were the other teams that recorded victories. Damit.
Yeah, week 1 was exciting, wasn't it? Some close games, some one-sided games, a draw, and some teams coming from the behind, and especially the teams who got promoted also performing well, the likes of Mahanamu College, Ananda College. So the excitement was so much in that week 1, but all to play for in week 2. We still have 25 minutes left before kickoff, and we will be back with more updates from CRNFC grounds.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදාමයි.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදාමයි.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Follow your dreams. Achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කක සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill when a lemon
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිටියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නෑ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වහගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කක සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
As the pioneer in Sri Lanka's bottled water industry, American Water has set the standard for over 3 decades, made to be shared between friends. To fuel your next move. For a festive family meal. To help you stay hydrated wherever you may roam. For over 30 years, we've brought the Earth's bounty directly to you, wherever you are, whatever your needs.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැටකට සුපර්.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola.
As they were leading. However, Thurstan, well, they have plenty to play for as they were thumped by their opponents in the previous game, and well, they will no doubt be aiming to get off the mark. Seven games taking place, Damit, today in this stormy weather conditions, as we see a few highlights from the first week.
Yeah, Sri Sumangala started off well in the first half, but maybe came back to win that game. This was a close encounter. DS Senanayake College just managing to beat St. Anthony's. Royal College running away with an easy victory over Thurstan, who are playing today here at CRNFC grounds. Zaira was very impressive in their win over Dharmaraja College at home. St. Peter's, the defending champions, they were tested by Ananda College early on, but they managed to win the game. Wesley, I thought, was the best team in that week one, recording a 63 win. And then this was the closest game, St. Thomas's College versus Kingswood College. Kingswood, very impressive. And this, again, another very close game, a drawn encounter.
That if that was close, there was no separating the two teams there. While Isipatana College, of course, they were tested, but somehow managed to get over the line against Maranama College, ending week one of the Dialog Schools Rugby League, Damit.
Yeah, today's fixture, 7 games, 3 in Kandy at Bogambara. Sri Sumangala hosting Royal College at Nithavala Rugby Stadium. St. Anthony's College hosting St. Peter's College for the Rector's Trophy. Trinity College at their own backyard will be hosting Vidyartha College today here at CRNFC. St. Joseph's taking on Thurstan College, and at Mount Lavinia, St. Thomas is hosting Saira. That will be a very key clash in that group 2A. And then Ananda hosting Science College at Rajagiriya, and at Ratmalana Mahanama hosting Dharmaraja College.
Well, plenty of action lined up here. Plenty of action lined up here on the Papare as we bring you more action.
Yeah, these are the 3 groups, Romario, St. Peter's, DS Wesley, Science and Anthony's Anand. That's one of the toughest groups in my opinion. We still don't know who will qualify for the second round from that group A. The good thing about this league system is that all 6 teams will play in the second round, but in 3 segments. Top 2 will qualify for the cup. Number 3 and 4 will play in the plate, and number 5 and 6 will play in the bowl segment. In Group B, Isipatana St. Thomas and Zaira. St. Thomas and Zaira playing today. That game will be crucial to determine who will play in the cup segment from Group 1B. And then Royal College, Trinity, Vidyartha, St. Joseph's. We are coming from that group, St. Joseph's and Thurstan. Winner of today will have an opportunity to stake a claim for that cup or the plate. But if a team loses today, whoever loses today, St. Joseph's or Thurstan, they'll have it tough to make it to the cup or the plate rather.
Indeed, well, all the teams, they have something to play for, and I think that's ideal, because dead rubber games are no good for anyone in this type of competition, and for the children as well. But having games with something to be played for, well, that plays a massive role in it. Well, before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with team sheets and kickoff on the other side.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ ක්ලික් එක සිත බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆන් තමයි
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, chill when lemon.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නෑ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වාදන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කර්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration,
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික් එක සිත බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිල් and fashion අපේ
හිට් එක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
As the pioneer in Sri Lanka's bottled water industry, American Water has set the standard for over 3 decades, made to be shared between friends. To fuel your next move. For a festive family meal. To help you stay hydrated wherever you may roam. For over 30 years, we've brought the Earth's bounty directly to you, wherever you are, whatever your needs.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
As the two teams line up for their school songs, well, let's run through the team sheets. As first it'll be the team for Thurstan College will be Nimsara, Senerat and Satish Kumar in the front rows. Yehan and Amita in the second rows with Ruchira, Jayatu and Dilaine rounding off the pack. Tarul and Esita will be at 9 and 10 with Ahad and Tikshana in the centers. Kumar, Munasinghe and Rajapaksha will round off the run on 15 for Thurstan College.
For St. Joseph's College, it will be Bhishma Jayasekara, the captain, leading from the front. He'll be the first centre, while Clive Hingett and Shavin D'Souza, Shanilke Kure will be the rest of the players in the final line of defence. Shanilke Kure and Akash Gomes. The forwards will be Tisat Theunila, Mindulka Pereira, Isuru Chaturanga, Satira Gunatilaka, Sitanga Liyanage, Ashen Kumar, Rian Javardhana and the number 8 Inosh Silva. Akshan Rashmita will play as the scrum half for St. Joseph's College. Brian Fernando, he was very impressive at number 10 last week. And how St. Joseph's College will play in this game will be very crucial for their chances going forward in the Dialog Schools Rugby League.
Indeed, Damit. Well, there is nothing like a win for St. Joseph's because they did manage to get a draw last weekend and they'll be desperate to get off the mark.
Nalin Lasantha will be the man in charge today here at CRNFC grounds. Thurstan College, they'll want to have an improved outing here at CRNFC grounds. They lost to St. Joseph's last year at Air Force grounds in Ratmalana, and today St. Joseph's hosting this game, and seems like it will be Thurstan who will be kicking things off.
Nalin Lasantha will be partnered by Charni Liyanage and Ayesha on the touchlines. Two ladies running the touch. Assistant referees as we prepare to kick things off.
Very soggy conditions, and straight away St. Joseph's with the ball. It hit the knee of the player carrying the ball. Here's Bhishma with the first clearance kick. Will not go the distance, and that will be the first mistake. There'll be a lot of handling errors today. That's expected in a game which is hampered by the rain. But the team doing fewer mistakes will come out triumph today, Romario.
Indeed, first mistake coming by Thurstan. Well, a handling error, something we will surely have plenty of here during this evening's game.
Akshan Rashmida will feed the scrum. St. Joseph's looks like the heavier pack out of the two teams. They are certainly missing the services of the likes of Hamish Gamage, the designated number 8. Ashain Kumar playing at number 8 in an offensive scrum. Rashmita gives it to Bhishma. He hands it to Thurstan College. Thurstan player pushes it back. Number 14 with the ball. That's Chamudita Munasinghe. Here's Thurstan with an opportunity, and he grasps it. St. Joseph's with the ball. Kicking game should be on point in a game which is hampered by rain with soggy conditions. Here's Kumara. He gives it to Theekshana. St. Joseph's with the ball. And lost forward, says referee.
Well, about 7 knock-ons in the first 2 minutes of this game. I'm sure that will be the way things go this evening, because the rains have been relentless. It came down in a heap, and ever since the drizzle has continued.
Yeah, as per our reports, it's same altogether in Colombo. Everywhere it's raining heavily, except for the 3 games in Kandy. And another opportunity for Rashmita, Akshan Rashmita, to feed the scrum. This time Bhishma does no mistake. Not collected by Rajapaksa, Amindu Rajapaksa, and he this time a lot of kicking and chasing will go on. Here's Brian Fernando. St. Joseph's with the ball. Good counter-attacking, but referee deems it a penalty. Not rolling away, says referee Nalin Lasanta.
I think the player who went for the turnover did not support his body weight, and he fell over, and that's why he was deemed to have infringed at the breakdown. Now first attacking opportunity for St. Joseph's College as they enter into the Thurstan College 22.
First line out. We've seen a couple of scrums already. Line outs also will be challenging for these two teams. Looking for a ball. Referee Nalin Lasanta. Mindulka Pereira didn't have the best of games up in Nithavela against Vidyartha, especially in the lineouts. Good collection from Ashain. Here's the big Tisat. Gives it to Bhishma, the captain. Rashmita with the ball. Here's Mindulka once again, the hooker. St. Joseph's keeping it closer, and they have a penalty advantage. St. Joseph's College still driving forward. Rashmida now gives it to the backs. Here's Bhishma cutting it inside. They still have the penalty advantage, St. Joseph's, and referee Nalin Lasantha says no more advantage.
Giving the option to the St. Joseph's College players. Couple of infringements there by Thurstan College. And the Josephians will opting for a scrum. Given the conditions and their supreme weight in the pack, I think that's quite a good call by the captain. And also it's good to see the Josephians just keeping the ball close and tight to the ruck without spreading it wide too often.
Rashminder once again feeding the scrum. Here's Inosh Silva. Good run by the number 8. He's wearing the number 7 jersey. And that's the first Amana Bank try. Satira Gunatilaka, the try scorer for St. Joseph's College. They open up scoring here at CRNFC grounds.
Was a matter of time before St. Joseph's College scored that opening try, and courtesy the lock forward, after a couple of good pick and goes, managed to get over the line with relative ease. Now Bhishma with the opportunity to make it a 7-point advantage early on in this game.
Conversion not successful, so the scores will remain 5-0 in favor of St. Joseph's College, the home team here at CRNFC grounds. If you are just joining in on this live coverage, this is the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025 Division 1 Segment A Group 3 encounter between St. Joseph's and Thurstan College. Still a consistent drizzle continues here at CRNFC grounds. St. Joseph's leading 5-0. Thurstan now with an opportunity to restart and stay in the game early on, make a mark. St. Joseph's now with the ball. Big carry from St. Joseph's, and they lose the ball forward. And offside play, says referee Nalin Lasantha, and it will be a penalty for Thurstan College.
This is where they should look to build on Thurstan College. They did concede a try, but it's not game over. Just 5 points the deficit they're chasing. Now the penalty has been put into touch, and they have an opportunity.
Good touch find from Veeraratna, Esita Veeraratna, playing at number 10 position, the pivotal number 10 position for Thurstan College. Unwanted interruptions in play with not enough balls being available. Have to work on it, the organizing schools and the visiting teams rather.
Lack of rugby footballs on the field means that play has to be called off time and time again. Thankfully, we have one back.
Tarinda Senaratne. Good line out from Thurstan College. They're still going on with the driving maul. Good defense from St. Joseph's, and they've turned the ball over. Good run from the try scorer Satira. Here's Bhishma once again. Good kick from Bhishma Jayasekara, and another unforced error.
The ball has been knocked on there. On first viewing, I thought he had plenty of space and he could have bounced the ball in touch. But the handling error by the Thurstan College player meant that the bad kick was turned into a good one. Now St. Joseph's College will be eager to add more to their tally. A scrum inside, well, just on the 22 meter of their opponents.
Another scrum in favor of St. Joseph's College. Here's Rashminder, the scrum half. Here's Bhishma, the captain. Running a good line, the captain. Taking a couple of players with him as well. Yes, Inosh Silva. Another barging run, that time from Sitanga Lianage. They've lost the ball in the ruck. Thurstan with an opportunity to get away from the jail. Good cross kick, but a good defensive work from St. Joseph's as Thurstan knocks it forward. St. Joseph's with the ball. Referee will surely consult the AR. Seems like St. Joseph's advantage will be played, and it will be a scrum in favor of St. Joseph's.
Running from inside their own half was Thurstan College. Well, you don't see that too often. They did have a scrum advantage though, and then tried to capitalize, but unfortunately the final pass did not go to hand. Now the Josephians, they have an opportunity from inside the Thurstan College 22 meter line.
Rashminder with the ball. Bhishma giving it to Bhishma once again. This is very good running rugby from St. Joseph's despite the heavy rains. Here are the forwards trying to get their second Amana Bank try. Here's the big man, Inosh Silva, the number 8. Quick ball from Rashminder, and Brian Fernando drops it in front, the fly half, and gives an opportunity to Thurstan College.
Dropped cold there by the St. Joseph's College, first 5-8. Well, quite unfortunate there. The line was beckoning, but just unable to hold on to the position, to that pass rather.
Yes, Tarul Parnavidana, the scrum of Thurstan College, feeding the scrum. Veeratna. Good touch find from Veeratna. It was deep inside their own 22, and they've managed to get the game back in to the 40-meter mark.
Good decision there by the winger who was down, did not want to just attack the ball and knock it forward. Instead, decided to let the ball bounce and go into touch, and it is anyway a line out for St. Joseph's College. Now Mindulkar hits his target. Well, shaky, but they do so. Win it, does St. Joseph's College. Now to the line they go. Bhishma through the back door. Brian, horrible forward pass there coming in. The referee just letting things progress a bit before he brought play back. Trying to do a bit too much there with Brian. He gives it his all, but just tries to do a bit too much, and unfortunately undoes all his good work.
We've seen 15 minutes pass in this game. We've yet to see Thurstan College put up a good phase-out play, and here's another opportunity. Here's Parnavitana feeding the scrum. Gives it to Veeraratna, the fly half. St. Joseph's with the ball now. Good run by Akash Gomez, the fullback for St. Joseph's. And here's a penalty advantage for the home team.
Dearly getting the bounce of the ball there does St. Joseph's College. Winning another penalty, and now Bhishma will be looking to just relieve pressure from the home team.
In this group 3, the two other matches in progress. Trinity leading at Pallekele and Royal leading at Bogambara. Here's Mindulkar. Good line out work from St. Joseph's once again. The driving maul has been accurate. They've gained about 20 meters with this driving maul. Now it's about 30 meters. They're still going strong, St. Joseph's College. It's going to be a brilliant try if they get to, but held up, says referee Nalin Lasantha.
An opportunity now with the advantage coming for St. Joseph's College. Well, in fact, he has decided that advantage has been called over. Thought for all money that he could have gone back for that maul being brought down. But now a chance to get out of jail for Thurstan.
Malshan Devmin that time. Here's the big prop forward. Good carry from St. Joseph's College. Good work from Thurstan College to hold the player up, and they get the ball back. Good work from Thurstan rather in this instance, Romario.
Indeed, the defense coming good after conceding that early try. Holding on ever since and not letting St. Joseph's College get away. And even on that occasion, somehow managed to enforce the pressure and make St. Joseph's make that error, creating St. Joseph's rather to make that error. And now it will be an opportunity for Thurstan College to just manage to get the Josephian pedal off the gas. They'll be looking to clear their lines.
Rains are still consistent here at CRNSC grounds. Good opportunity for Tharul Parnavidana, the scrum half for Thurstan College. Yes, Thurstan still unable to clear the lines. Forwards now trying to gain some yards. Not gaining many meters, but still this time good effort from Thurstan College. Coach Shamli Nawaz has set a clear plan. Keep it tight. And here's Veeratna clearing the lines. Kicking it straight to the winger. Number 14, Clive Hingert. And that time, St. Joseph's loses the ball forward. Thurstan now with an opportunity to clear their lines. It's very important, Romario, to play territorial game perfectly in a game like this, which is not easy for handling as well.
Indeed, marred by the weather this game. And Thurstan College should not be finding themselves playing rugby in the wrong parts of the field. But they are just unable to get out of jail because their kicks aren't finding touch, and quite a lucky call there, I would say, by Nalin Lasanta. The ball did touch the Josephian player's hand, but I'm sure it went backwards.
Yeah, kicking game has to be on point in a game like this. It's never easy fielding in these games. Collecting the balls, high balls, will not be easy for these youngsters. They would have not played many games, many first 15 games in these conditions. Good work from Akshan, chasing out his opponent.
He took an edge there to get that pass away, did the little scrum of Tharul. And well, good tackle there by the Josephian number 9. Came from around and took his time before making a good tackle, taking out the player's hands out from passing the ball. And it was a clear knock on there. Now the number 9 feeding the ball for St. Joseph's College. Thought about going on the blind, but then went to the open. Now Bhishma doesn't find grass, finds the fullback. He puts on the goose step. Tackled well there by the Josephian player. And the Thurstan player did get off. Well, he was dragged along the floor, but the Josephians winning the penalty. And now putting it into touch, Damit.
Yeah, never easy running from your own 22, especially in these conditions. Here's Mindulka. St. Joseph's with a full line out in progress. Rian Jayawardena misses the ball, and referee will call back play for a scrum for that handling error.
schoolboy error there by the youngster. He did have the line out, was thrown in reasonably well towards him, but just unable to pouch the ball, did the flank in the number 22 jumper for St. Joseph's College.
Here's Parnavidana. Here's Veeratna trying to play some expansive rugby from their own try line. Good kick. Hingard with the collection. Good defense on Hingard, and Thurstan have turned the ball over. Very good rugby that time from Thurstan College. Thurstan now with the ball. Will have to play some good territorial game. Thurstan once again. Pick and go. Is it wise to play pick and go in from their own half, Romario? And they've knocked it forward.
There you go, Damit. The situation answered itself. Answered your question. Now St. Joseph's College will have another opportunity to get some points. It has been about 20 minutes since they last did so. The number 9 preparing to feed this scrum for St. Joseph's College, with Inosh Silva packing down at number 8.
Rashmita gives it to Bhishma, who plays fly half that time. Good tackle on Brian, and St. Joseph's have lost the ball forward once again. Thurstan trying to gain some yards once again with their forwards. And they've lost the ball, and they've regained it once again.
Looked like a penalty there for offside. However, St. Joseph's College concede the first knock on, and there was a second knock on as well, according to the referee, as the youngster in the number 22 jumper gets a bit of a word. That is.
Thurstan need to make sure that they clear the lines from the scrum. Here's the scrum of Tharul Parnavitana. Penalty in favor of St. Joseph's College.
Nothing really going on there too much. Just wasn't able to catch why the penalty was awarded. However, another attacking opportunity for St. Joseph's College as they put the ball successfully into touch.
Mindulkar has been throwing well, but they need to collect it properly. St. Joseph's College. Good pressure coming in from Thurstan, and St. Joseph's gain the ball, cannot go through with the maul. Here's Bhishma giving it to Hingard, who comes off from his wing position. Good defense on the Josephian winger. Here's Rashminda once again. It's the big man, Inosh Silva.
Massive tackle coming in there on the St. Joseph's College player. But somehow Thurstan College have won the penalty. Well, in fact, I think the referee said that there was a player who played the ball who was in front when the Josephian knocked it on, and due to that reason he awards Thurstan College the penalty. Well, Damit, 30 minutes into the game and we are just 5 points to the good are St. Joseph's College, and Thurstan College, well, they will be now thinking that they are in this game.
Good pressure coming in from St. Joseph's scrum half, not being able to clear the lines. St. Joseph's putting enormous pressure in ruck time as well. Not playing the territorial game yet, Thurstan College. Trying to keep it with the forwards. Here's the fly half kicking it. Here's Hingert, the winger for St. Joseph's College. He breaks through the first tackle and he's still going. Clive Hingert, and he goes straight into the Thurstan player. St. Joseph's with an opportunity. Here are the big forwards, and the forward knocks it forward.
There
Boy.
There goes another chance for St. Joseph's College.
Here's Hingert once again. St. Joseph's still with possession and territory. Bhishma tries to clear the lines. Here's the big Inosh Silva. Takes it two Thurstan players to bring him down. St. Joseph's good rugby. Here's Rien, gives it to Akash. St. Joseph still with possession. Bhishma playing scrum half. Here's Ashen Kumar, the big loose forward. St. Joseph still with possession. Some continued faced out rugby. There was no sweeper in place. Did he score the try? Brian Fernando.
Tough call now coming up for the referee. He doesn't have the luxury of a replay as well. But positive body language from the try scorer. That is, if it's awarded.
Referee Lasantha checking with the AR. Try not awarded, so it will be a goal line drop off.
Really unfortunate there for St. Joseph's College. Yet another opportunity goes begging, and now the goal line dropout bounced away into touch.
We are just minutes away from the half time, and still scores remain 5-0. Plenty of handling errors from both teams, but majority of the play has been played in the Thurstan half, Romario, and they have not been able to clear the lines.
But from the point of St. Joseph's College, Jamit, they'll be kicking themselves, so not being able to execute and get more tries and get more points on the board. They have gone into the red zone time and time again, but just lacking that finishing touch.
Good work in the mall from Thurstan College. Here's Captain Bhishma trying to go by himself, taking about 3-4 Thurstan players to get him down. He needs to place the ball well. Here's Rashminder, gives it to the big Inosh Silva. St. Joseph's now. They need to make sure that they play the possession game forwards. They need to tighten things up.
St. Joseph's College still somehow managing to win possession and hold on to it, and now they have an advantage coming as well. Yeah. Now will they swing it wide?
Bhishma losing his footing, and here's St. Joseph's with another opportunity, and he scores through. That's the second Amana Bank try for St. Joseph's College. Looks like Tisa Teunila, the prop forward. A timely try for St. Joseph's College.
Elated young Josephian fans enjoying that try scored by their fellow Josephian, as Bhishma this time around a more straightforward kick. Makes no mistake, as that'll be half time, Damit.
$12 here at CRNFC grounds as St. Joseph's College finish the first half with a converted try.
An early try by St. Joseph's at the beginning of the half, and one to finish things off at the end. The second one was converted as St. Joseph's head into Lemons, leading 12-0 here at halftime at CRNFC. We will go in for a quick commercial break, and on the other side we'll have highlights of the first half and second half action.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine, just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit, never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swistek AquaShield 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සරවිහිතේ හික්කක සිත බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හික්කක බැදේ වටේ හොටස් ස්පයිසි කැස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කක සිත බැන්දා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් ලපේ හික්කක බැදේ වටේ හොටස් ස්පයිසි කැස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චෞමරි අක්කා
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි. දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැටකට සුපර්.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කක සිත බැන්දා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් ලපේ හික්කක බැදේ වටේ හොටස් ස්පයිසි කැස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික් එකසිත බැන්දා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හීට් එක බදේ වටේ
හොටස් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆන් තමයි
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
Swiss Tech Skim Coat ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහාමයි.
Now a summer refresh when the train එකකට go.
Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
Swiss Tech Tile Adhesive අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහාමයි.
Saratona enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go.
Welcome back to the live coverage of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025 Week 2 encounter between St. Joseph's College and Thurstan College. St. Joseph's College leading 12 points to nil here at CRNFC grounds, and we are all set to begin the second half. Here's Brian Fernando, the Josephian fly half, kicking things off. Thurstan with possession. Thurstan now keeping it closer. St. Joseph's now come away with the ball. Here's Silva, and referee has called back play. He says there was a knock on.
Unfortunate there for St. Joseph's College. By the looks of it, they did everything right. But before that, the referee spotted a knock on. You can see the number 5 is in a bit of a strife. Doesn't seem to look any good. Does the St. Joseph's College player in the number 5 jumper? Now to the line they go. Here goes Thurstan College, running it straight, making a break, slips to the floor, continuing to run the ball, however, leaving it behind does their centre. And now St. Joseph's College with turnover ball, running through the heart. Here goes St. Joseph's College, brought down by good tackle. Now the Josephians looking to regroup. Their big prop forward making a break, taking a couple of players with him. Now the momentum has surely shifted in favor of the home team, as the Josephians trying to get their third try. Still keeping it with their forwards. Turned over but illegally, says the referee. Quick tap was taken by Rian, but just not on the correct mark, as the referee brings back play for the penalty. This time Inosh Silva beats a couple of players, but he's brought down. St. Joseph's securing possession. Now their big forwards running straight and hard. He's been twisted on his back and does not manage to get it down. Well, great piece of defense there by the Thurstan College players.
Yeah, St. Joseph's arguing that he did touch down, but referee Lasantha deemed that it was held up by Thurstan College, and they'll have a goal line drop off. Akisha Kumar will kick things off once again for St. Joseph's. St. Joseph's once again. Not rolling away, says referee Nalin Lasantha, and St. Joseph's have got a penalty.
Couple of instances the player has infringed, and Nalin Lasantha is having a word with the opponents, with Thurstan College rather. Bhishma chips it into touch. Now St. Joseph's College with a prime attacking option. Prime attacking opportunity rather. Good to see the rains have eased out. However, the mud on the field continues to make things extremely difficult for the ball carriers. Shortened line out for St. Joseph's. Wins it at the tail through the number 7, Inosh. Now the maul, working its way forward. St. Joseph's College barging their way through with their hooker. Advantage coming for the home team. Now to the line they go. Here goes Bhishma. Doesn't seem to ever pass the ball when he gets it with the try line beckoning, does Bhishma. But St. Joseph's College recycle position. Little bit of fumble there. However, does really well to hold on to possession and recycle. Does the Josephians. Now from the tail. Just a bit unlucky there. Running into his own man was the St. Joseph's College prop forward there, Tisat. But they have the advantage. Inosh Silva diving over. Does he get over? No, he doesn't. A couple of meters out. But this time around, the third Amana Bank try coming in for St. Joseph's College. Courtesy the big number 6, Ashen Kumar. Diving over from close range and getting the third Amana Bank try for St. Joseph's.
Yeah, the Josephians have started off well in the second half. Ashen Kumar scoring that third Amana Bank try. And the Josephian score has now moved to 17 points with the conversion to come. Bhishma Jayasekara. And he converts. 19 points to nil, St. Joseph's College.
They'll be breathing a sigh of relief to the St. Joseph's College players. As we see a bit of action on the bench. But before that, it's Bhishma getting his head strapped up.
Three tries for the home team, St. Joseph's College. 19 points to nil, and yes, there'll be some replacements coming in. It's Hamish Gamage coming in.
Well, that will be a welcome replacement for St. Joseph's College. The youngster was ill over the past couple of weeks, and he will be no doubt welcomed back with open arms into the St. Joseph's College lineup.
Mohammad Rahman has also come in for Thurstan College in the wing, and here's an opportunity for Thurstan College. Can they come back into the game in the second half?
Second time of asking there, Bhishma just leaves it behind. Well, he'll be thoroughly disappointed. I think this is what has hampered the progress of St. Joseph's College through the past couple of seasons as well. As they score try, they just seem to switch off, and that does not help their cause, Damit.
Another change in the Josephian lineup. Malshan Devmin coming in place of Chanel Kakure. St. Joseph's ringing in some changes. Here's an opportunity for Thurstan. Parnavitana and St. Joseph's come away with the ball. Brian Fernando now kicks it deep. Did he kick it on the full? Yes, he did. Cardinal error from Brian Fernando. Unforced errors. The weather, yes, it's not in favor of running rugby, but you need to make sure that you kick well, especially when you don't have much pressure coming in from the opposition.
Indeed. Tried to force the issue that did the youngster Brian Fernando, and has turned over position straight away. Now Thurstan College through their hooker. Hitting his target at the center, does he? Well, he does not do so, but recycled well at the line out. Position secured now for the visitors, using their forwards to make meter by meter. With nothing really on, Thurstan College goes to their line. The Josephians were crying out for the turnover. However, the referee has decided to give the penalty to Thurstan College. 19 points to the good are the home team. Now, I think this is the closest Thurstan have come, Damit, to the St. Joseph's College try line, and they'll be desperate to leave with points.
Yeah, this is where the likes of Dilin, Netru, Jayatu Nirmal, Ruchira Hishan, they need to string up some phases and show that leadership out in the middle. Good opportunity for Thurstan.
Preparing to throw into the line out. Just though lacking another football. As time has been switched off. And another change coming in for St. Joseph's College. Well, they'll be happy with the opportunity to give the youngsters a bit of game time, and that will no doubt add to their experience as well. Line out, disrupted and lost. Another opportunity goes begging for Thurstan College. Now St. Joseph's with their forwards, trying to just set up a bit of an angle to clear their lines. Bodies piling over at the ruck. Now Bhishma charged down, and the ball just trickles into touch. But the referee is going back, and he's playing the lost forward for St. Joseph's College. I think Damit, after the two early tries, it's pretty much back to where we started off in that first half. Nothing really to flash by the two teams. they are unable to put on anything as such.
St. Joseph's now in deep in their 22. Here's Rashmida with the feed in. Gives it to Bhishma Jayasekara, the captain. He tries to run from their own 22. St. Joseph still with possession. Nathan Gunaratna has come onto the field and he puts in a big kick, and Thurstan player, that's Rahman, he touched the ball and it went out. So St. Joseph's gets another opportunity.
That was a good kick there by Nathan. He had pressure coming on to him, but somehow managed to get that away. Now Mindulka preparing to throw into this line out, into a 4-man line out for St. Joseph's College. Hits his target at the centre as Hamish engages, and the St. Joseph's College maul goes barreling forward, brought down illegally as the referee penalizes Thurstan College.
Bhishma now gets an opportunity to gain some yards with this penalty kick. Doesn't get much out of it, but St. Joseph's now has an opportunity. St. Joseph's will need to tighten things up, especially in the second half, Romario. We saw how well they played in the first half, and then they gave it away slightly in the second half. Good steal from Thurstan College.
Ping ball there. However, the ball has been turned over by Thurstan. Another chance goes big in there for St. Joseph's College. Indeed, Damit, as St. Joseph's will be gearing up to the next two fixtures, which are two tough games against Royal and Trinity College. Just look at that. The two players just looking at each other, lacking communication there. Secured somehow. Now Nathan pumps off the first defender. To the line they go. Bhishma throws another dummy. Forwards helping him make a couple of meters, good meters. As here goes St. Joseph's.
They need quick ball here. They have the advantage, and that's Hamish Gamage dropping it cold. Coming in as a replacement in the second half. It's not what you want to see from one of your senior players.
He'll be thoroughly disappointed there. I think his third or fourth touch in the game, and he drops it cold.
Here's another opportunity for Thurstan College. It will be Tarun Parnavidana once again. Good pressure coming in from the Josephian forward pack, but Thurstan come away with the ball, and they've lost it forward once again. It's that type of a day here at CRNFC grounds. More scrums than tries. More handling errors than tries, than attacking moves here at CRNFC.
And an equal number of handling errors as well, Damit. Well, I think the home team will be thoroughly disappointed. They had an opportunity before this. They lost it forward. Now Thurstan loses it forward, and now it's St. Joseph's College back again. Feed in the scrum. keeping it at number 8's foot. Now to the line they go. Bhishma through the back door. Here goes St. Joseph's College with a good pass, but just bumping it off his fellow players. Well, the referee thinks that there was a knock on and calls play back. Speared through the heart of defense was the St. Joseph's College winger in the number 14 jumper.
Yeah, Clive Hingert. Good work from Clive Hingert that time. Thurstan, they need to make sure that they clear the lines from this move.
Lucky there, St. Joseph's College. Thurstan did have a number on the outside, but they lost it forward. However, the winger bumping his way through. Chamudita, that is. Thurstan College still with possession. Hand coming in, and Thurstan College have won the penalty. By the looks of it, the Thurstan College number 14 seems to be in quite a bit of strife. As Dr. Kiriel rushes on to the field. Straight away taking the play off to an ovation by the crowd.
Thurstan also making some changes to their lineup. Good touch find from Veeratna.
Thurstan have been quite unlucky today. They have gone into the St. Joseph's College 22 on a couple of occasions. However, they have left. They have had to leave empty-handed. Now, still inside their own half are the Thurstanites. Throwing into the line out is Janaka. Lobs it. Secured. But the ball has been left behind. Now St. Joseph's College turn over things. Keeping it and going forward. Here are the forwards. The player who took that ball seems to be in a bit of strife. Did see his knee hyperextend, and yes, another injury woe for St. Joseph's College. Satira, by the looks of it, seems to be limping. St. Joseph's College with their forwards, keeping it tight, barging their way. Now Satira takes it, runs in with a bit of heart, but for his sake, he has somehow managed to find his find his knee striking the floor, and the ball has been left behind. And now here goes St. Joseph's College, still having an advantage now. Not 10, says the referee. Now just a couple of meters out are the Josephians, barging their way forward. Now to the line they go. Mindulka, that is unable to make any meters. Inosh Silva picking and going. He's put on his backside. St. Joseph's College trying to barge their way forward over this try line. Unable to do so. The home team still keeping hold of possession. Nothing really coming, says the referee as he goes back for the penalty advantage. quick tap taken, but just a bit overeager there was Tisat. Now they take the quick tap, go through the hands. Here goes Bhishma, dives over for the fourth Amana Bank try. That's a bonus point secured for St. Joseph's College, and they will be relieved to have secured that bonus point.
Yeah, Coach Dulanjan Vijay Singh would have wanted that win and the bonus point badly, despite the conditions not in favor. And Bhishma Jayasekara, the captain, getting the fourth Amana Bank try, and now he'll look to convert it. And if he can get the conversion right, that will put the game to bed.
Indeed, at the third time of asking, does Bhishma dive over? Rushed into the kick, but makes no mistake. St. Joseph's College 26 points to the goods.
$26 points to nil here at CRNFC. Here's the replay of that fourth try. Good offload from Inosh Silva, and Bhishma went through the line. 26 points to nil. 10 minutes or so left in the game, and St. Joseph's College would want to get some more tries in the ranks, but from a Thurstan point of view, they'll want to somehow phase up some plays and get some points going into this game.
Indeed, Damit. I think now it's about just getting off that duck for the Thurstan College players. Well, if last year was anything to go by, they had a tough season, and now this time around as well, 2 games have started off not in the best of fashion. Knock on there by St. Joseph's College.
In terms of this group, Romario, looks like Royal College and Trinity College up in Kandy. They'll complete comprehensive wins that will put them 2 wins in 2 games for Royal and Trinity. And if St. Joseph's manages to hold on to this 26-point lead and win this game, St. Joseph's will be the 3rd unbeaten team in the group. But they don't have 2 wins, so they need to make sure that they beat either of Royal or Trinity.
If they are to advance through to the cup segment, yes, indeed, they'll have to.
Yeah, all teams are vying to somehow qualify for that cup segment.
Now, feeding the scrum was the Thurstan College player. Kicked away though, unnecessary you could say. Ball has been secured cleanly by the St. Joseph's College player. Now, possession in favor of St. Joseph's. Here goes the big forward, barging his way through. Now Inosh Silva. He manages to lob the ball to Tevan Kitnuka. Coming in following a knee injury is Tevan Kitnuka, so he will be pleased to get his hands on the ball. There was high hopes kept on Tevan Kitnuka Damit when he came into the season. However, unfortunately for him and St. Joseph's College, he seemed to have ruptured a ligament in his left knee. And now with that, they have been forced to make a positional switch for him. Bhishma finds touch.
Yeah, good touch finder from the captain. And St. Joseph's will have another opportunity deep inside the Thurstan half. Some more changes for St. Joseph's College. Replacement Yumit Dakshina. He comes on and he'll have an opportunity to throw in.
Crucial throw in. Straight away into the thick of the action comes the youngster. Hits his target, but the ball has been fumbled. However, he himself secures, bounces off a couple of players. Been cheered on by his mates is the youngster winning, earning the stripes, the blue and white stripes of St. Joseph's.
Thurstan. They go into the Josephian half. Some more changes from coach Shamli Nawaz. St. Joseph's tries to disrupt the line out and the maul. Thurstan, good driving maul from the Thurstanites. It's good signs. Here's some momentum for Josephian. Thurstans rather. They knock it forward, Thurstan College. St. Joseph's come away with the ball.
Nathan doesn't have the option of going out on the full. Puts it in. Fumbled by the Thurstan College player. Now to the line they go. Thurstan College swinging it out. Numbers on the outside. Not the best of passers. Collected, however. Passed back inside. Thurstan College now rampant on attack. Ball has been slowed down. And slowed down drastically. Thurstan College still with possession. Now just a couple of meters out from the St. Joseph's College 22-meter line. The big forward barges his way into the 22-meter line. Into the 22 rather. Now here goes Thurstan College down the far line. In the number 25 jumper. The player somehow manages to stay inside the field of play. But a sticky knock on there does not go the way of Thurstan College. However, they take the quick tap and they go.
Here's an opportunity for Thurstan. Can they score in the dying minutes of this game? It will give them a lot of confidence going into the rest of the games. St. Joseph's, their defense has been tested this time. And they score. Thurstan College score the Amana Bank try through their big prop forward Dasun Nimsara. Timely try for Thurstan College.
Three minutes or so left on our clock as the Thurstanites get off the mark through Nimsara. Now preparing to kick is Thisara. Beg your pardon. Thisara is the player preparing to kick. In fact, it looks like Amidu in the number 15 jumper it is. Seems to be a bit of an injury concern for St. Joseph's College.
Thurstan now waiting to convert this try. He doesn't manage to convert the try. And here's that try from Thurstan College. A lot of work went in from the forwards. 26 points to 5 now. That was the try scoring moment. St. Joseph's will have a couple of minutes in play. Some more changes for Thurstan College.
As they bring their reinforcements rather. Referee Nalin Lasanta desperate to get things right. Bit of hold up in play. Unsure why though.
Yeah, managing to know that 15 players are on the field for Thurstan. St. Joseph's now come away with the ball. Bhishma's restart. Can they come away with a try to finish things off here at CRNFC grounds? St. Joseph's determined to make some yards. The forwards, the big forwards. He's had a field day, Silva.
The home team will be desperate to finish this game with a try.
St. Joseph still with possession. Thurstan trying to disrupt the ruck. Still have nearly 15 meters to go, St. Joseph's. Here's Nathan. Gives it to Bhishma and he drops it forward. Thurstan kicks it through. Replacement winger with the ball. Some good work from Thurstan.
Still holding on to position are the visitors. But this time around, the referee says that the attackers went off their feet at the breakdown and awards St. Joseph's a penalty, nipping that little bit of an attack from the bud.
Didn't get much meters off that penalty kick. Captain Bhishma plays nearly at the halfway mark. Can St. Joseph's string up some phases? This is the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025 Week 2 fixture between St. Joseph's College and Thurstan College. We're live from CRNFC grounds. Our clock says it's 70 minutes up. Seems like we'll have 1 or 2 minutes maximum.
There could be a possibility of more though. because play was halted time and time again due to there not being any footballs. Hit the hand did the Thurstan player, but St. Joseph's College securing things now. Good tackle coming in there by the Thurstan College player. Running across field is Inosh Silva. Running around the last man. Gives it out to the winger. He has a number on the outside but decides to hold and cut back in play. St. Joseph's with possession. However, they lose it forward. That pretty much sums things up, Damit, of play during this game here. There were high hopes for the Josephian faithful. However, the weather just getting in their way. Now, turnover ball. Thurstan College swinging it wide and there is recycle somehow.
Thurstan still trying and searching for that second try. High tackle from the Josephians, and Thurstan, they take it quickly. Some trying to face out something, the big Thurstan prop forward that time. Here's Thurstan backline trying to snipe through the Josephian defense. From a Thurstan point of view, if they can get another try, they'll be really happy, even though in a losing cause.
Turnover there for St. Joseph's. But now the penalty goes against the Josephians.
Thurstan, they get another opportunity. They're going to find touch and then look to gain an opportunity. No, he doesn't able to find touch, and St. Joseph's kicks it through to the center of the pitch. Nathan Gunaratna chases his mark. Thurstan with the ball. Hamish Gamage, and another penalty for Thurstan College. St. Joseph's using possession in the 9 minutes of this game. Thurstan, can they come up with a try to finish things off?
They'll be desperately wanting to do so, Damit. Tries have been few and far between for the Thurstan players.
Up in Pallekele, Trinity College have racked up 67 points to 14 against Vidyartha. Here's Thurstan once again. They've lost it forward. St. Joseph's come away with possession. Some good counter-attacking from Thurstan. And a referee blows its final whistle. St. Joseph's College registered their first win in this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025. They tied up with Vidyartha last week and manages to win the game.
Well, a welcome victory for St. Joseph's College. They'll be quite pleased about that. However, the performance, there's plenty to work on for the Josephians, as they now prepare to take on the favourites in this group, Royal College and Trinity College, in consecutive weeks.
That's the full-time confirmation. St. Joseph's 26, Thurstan 5.
19-point victory for St. Joseph's College as the visitors here at CRNFC were no match. But credit has to be given to the attackers as well. When they did attack, they surely made the Josephians pay. Yeah, the highlights from the second half. St. Joseph's College scored through Bhishma, but then right after it was
Yes, here are the key stats. St. Joseph's, they scored 4 tries, managed to get that bonus point victory. St. Joseph, Thurstan, just one solitary try. Later on in the game, 3 conversions from St. Joseph's. Swistek, perfect player of the match. Sathira Gunathilaka, the lock forward, who had a very good game, scored a try as well.
Four tries to the good, 1 try for Thurstan College as the Josephians win and secure the bonus point.
With 7 games being played today, there's 2 more games happening tomorrow. BSN Anayaka, they will host Wesley College here at CRNFC grounds. Kingswood will host Isipatana tomorrow at Bogambara Stadium. So that's it here from CRNFC grounds. St. Joseph's College registering a bonus point win over Thurstan College in week 2 of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025. From me, Damit Veerasinghe and Romario De Silva and the rest of the Papare crew, good evening and have a pleasant evening for all the viewers.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine, just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit, never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික්ක සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දෙපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටස් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නෑ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කර්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Our mountains are majestic. They can be life-giving. Some are even sacred, and their heights bear marks of our heritage. Our mountains elevate us. To us, they are ever inspiring.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill වෙන්න lemon.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superbond for tiling. Tokyo Superbond. Do it right the first time.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව the Papare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.